on Nintendo.
So you told me what kind of got you into gaming, and you said you ended up with the PS4, if I believe,
Yeah,
last generation, right?
yeah.
What made you transition over to Xbox? Was it only value, or was it something else with it?
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna try to not say this long-winded. I've explained this before, but I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard it. So this is what happened. I um I bought a gaming laptop for school. My idea was a gaming laptop should be strong enough that would be able to last me 4 years, and it was an excuse to get a gaming laptop. Okay. Now at this time, I was playing on PlayStation, and I had just gotten a PS4, but I had a PS3 as well, right? Now with this gaming laptop, my one of my dudes, ISO Motion Gaming, I have a we do our podcast together. Shout out to you, my dude. He was a PC gamer, and he was telling me like how much greater PC was and all that stuff. We worked together, and I just kept like pushing it off. But finally, I went ahead and I got myself a gaming laptop. And what I did was I played what to me in my mind were PS3 games. So I played Far Cry 3, I played the first Assassin's Creed, like the first three Assassin's Creed, whatever, on my new gaming laptop. Now my gaming laptop had a 1050 Ti, which is not that strong at all. But what it did was it it changed completely what those games looked like and how they played. And I had played them on the PS3. So to me, it blew my mind how a PC can make gaming that much better. So when the advertisement came out for the Xbox Series X, I fell into the trap of this thing is as powerful. I think at that time they were comparing it to like a 2080 or something like that, right? Yes, right. So and I've admitted this plenty of times. So I fell into the power trap. I thought that this thing was going to be able to do what my gaming PC laptop was doing, which was grabbing these games, these old games, and I have been playing old games since forever, and upscale them and run them at a faster frame rate and all this other stuff. But I thought I was going to do that with every single game. So I was ecstatic. I was excited about it. So even though I was a PlayStation fan and I love single player, story driven movie walking simulator type games that people talk about, like I actually enjoy those story driven games. I was okay knowing that there's enough third party games that I want to play and I would love to play it on this machine. And I was like, damn, a 2080, $500, like whoa, it just makes sense. And then that's when I had and I jumped on to the Xbox Series X. Now once I actually jumped on the Xbox Series X, that's exactly when I found out about Game Pass and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, this Game Pass to me doesn't make any sense because I was already someone that didn't want to spend over $20 for a game. I'm that guy that walked into GameStop and I would go straight to the bin that said 2 for 10, 2 for 20. Like that was the bin I'm looking at first. I ain't looking at anything on the wall. I'm not looking at anything on the wall. This is what I'm looking at. And I would find my gems that way. So when I saw Game Pass Ultimate, $15 a month, and remember I already had a gaming PC, I was like, okay, this makes sense. The biggest problem I had with the Xbox Series X is that I upgraded my laptop and I got what I have now, which is the Acer Helios 300, which has a 1660 Ti. And when I got my laptop before I got my Xbox Series X, and I remember my first disappointment with my Xbox Series X was when I got Grand Theft Auto 5 for the Xbox Series X. And I know, listen, I know for without a shadow of a doubt, not even a question, that my Xbox Series X is way more powerful than my gaming laptop. I know it is. It's not even a question. However, Grand Theft Auto 5, before this new update that just came out, okay, ran way better on my gaming PC because it was an unlocked frame rates and everything than it did on my Xbox Series X because it was locked to 30 frames. And I didn't fully understand that they have to do other stuff to unlock it on console. I still don't fully understand why that is because these consoles, for all intents and purposes, now are like PCs. They're getting more and more like PCs. You know what I mean? So I still don't fully understand why they can't all be unlocked, but that's what it is. So I got the Xbox Series X originally for the whole power narrative that I definitely fell for. So every time I see the PlayStation 5 running a game better, I get extremely pissed off, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm like, this thing is supposed to be way more. I don't even want games to run on par with the PlayStation 5. Like that's not what you advertised, right? You didn't advertise that it was gonna run on par. You advertised it was gonna be more powerful. Well, when you got a game that runs better on the PlayStation 5 in performance mode, frame rate wise, then I got a problem with that. Now that I'm a little bit more into it, I understand that it's just easier right now to develop for the PlayStation 5 because it has a similar architecture to PlayStation 4. Okay, I get it. But eventually, I want the Xbox Series X to dog walk the PS5 when it comes to power. And I know it can do it when I'm looking at games like Flight Simulator. And to me, the best looking game out right now is Forza Horizon 5. I haven't seen anything look as good as that game looks. That game to me looks amazing, but that's what it is. So that's why I got the Xbox Series X. Trying to keep it
Okay.
short as I can, man.
Yeah, yeah, you did your best. You did your best to make that short-winded. But now we're going to kind of transition to something else. So
Okay.
now you have talked about how you got into gaming, and now you are here with this Xbox Series X and whatnot. Was it before or after you got your console that you started doing content creation?